Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. So, welcome back, and we're talking about Zebec. So, there are rumors going around about Zebec and what is this? Coinbase listing. And I'm trying to find something more than rumors, but we'll look at that a little later. But there is an announcement, new people, new advisors they're adding. So as you can see, they are working hard to increase the people that work there and to bring on more partnerships and to keep expanding the I guess the network or the company. And they're looking for new talent and new and interesting entertaining and also projects. Well, I guess we'll go to Twitter first and then check the bubbles. Actually, let's check the bubbles first, then go to Twitter and then check the holders and look at some of the price action. And then, as always, check out a few videos. So let me start the spotlight and see what we can see, starting with Twitter. So this is the bubbles. We're gonna look at the bubbles first. So this is Uniswap is up 25.9%. AIOZ is up 17%. Zebec is down 6.5. And it's weird. For the past few days, Zebec and White are the only thing that's been down in radio. So at some point, I think these guys are going to do a tear, right? They're going to bounce all the way back and run like crazy. So if you're new to crypto, you know if something pumps for a while, it's going to come down for us to pick it up. I guess the whales are selling or people are moving around the holders or selling and buying and selling and buying. There are just a lot of transactions. But I do know at some point it will bounce back, right? There's too much tech here. There's too much solution. There's too much of a project. So Powell's up 9.3, Link is up 0.8, AIZ 16 is up 4.8, Ingest up 1.2, Prime's 3.2, Cardano's 3%, AI Tech is 2.6, Fartcoin is 13.5, Turbo's 3.3, SHIB is 3.8, Toshi is 6.3, Spectre is 11%. Well, actually, let me check Spectre too. Pepe is up 6.2. Putty Penguin's up 7.3. March Block is up 5.3. Virtuals is up 7.1. Fluke is up 8.8. Neuro is up 16.7. Ethereum is up 6.8. Mog is up 7.7. XPX is up 16.2. Brett's up 10.2. Gala is up 13.1. Near's up 5. Width is up 6.4. Jupiter is up 3.8. Theta's up 4.2. Radii, I guess, is up 6.9. Mr. Miggles is back up 4.2. Gala's up 5. Bear is up 4. Snake is up 3. Fetch is up 4.5. And I guess we'll keep it moving. Let me see. Don't want to do holders or let's do the holders real quick and then we'll go to Twitter. So this is currently actually let me refresh the holders and we'll go to Twitter. What is this? Love the content, hit the like button. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. You get your main man up with a super chat as well. Just trying to keep the lights on BTM's Crypto News Network. But thank you. I guess that's Duran Dunaway. Mr. Dunaway, thanks for that comment. And I'm gonna keep it pushing. So this is Twitter. Don't forget to sign up for the BTM Twitter X news feed. So this is Crypto King. Shout out to Crypto King because he's got a few videos on here actually. Zebec's leader says they are in talks with Ripple. Also says payroll space in the U.S. alone is a $10 trillion market. ZBCN is about to 100x XRP max supply 100 billion. Zeke's max supply 100 billion. Could be problems, but if the payroll space in the U.S. is worth 10 trillion, this is probably the most innovative payroll solution software project out here in crypto. These guys are literally talking about streaming paychecks. Once I read that, that's all I needed to know. There's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But once I found that out, bro, it's over. All I'm doing is buying up Zebec and maybe some Solana and continue to wait on these meme coins to pop. And when they do pop, I'm pushing all that over to Zebec. I think Zebec and XRP will probably be my two biggest holdings. And now is the perfect time to get in. Again, it's not financial advice, but I would at least get 1,000 Zebec, right? Price is cheap. Let me see. I lost all my money from collecting coins for 6 months. Buy that's not going to swap me, buddy. Buy 6 months. Buy that's not going to swap me, buddy. Bro, I'm telling you, or ma'am, Bugatti. Bugatti. Sir or ma'am, I'm not sure yet. I haven't figured out. But hold, brother, hold, sister, or brother, sister, whatever them, right? I would say them. I'm not sure if you're a man or woman, but just diamond hand. I've put most of what I okay, brother. I put most of what I got in well, some of what I have in ZBEC, diversify, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Again, this is not financial advice, but ZBEC,
Friends, welcome.
right? I literally research crypto. I research crypto projects. And ZBEC is going to bounce back. Once ZBEC gets on Coinbase, they are going to explode. I'm not saying to sell your kidneys or your blood plasma to buy ZBEC, but I would get a small bag before ZBEC takes off. I told you guys about Turbo. Turbo took off. People cashed out and now we're flat. I told you guys about what was that? Ethereum's coming back. XRP. I told you guys that XRP at the 20 cents, right? 20, what was it? I told you guys that XRP under $1. And you guys thought I was crazy. You know what you're talking about? XRP hit $1 and now all of a sudden I'm a legend. I told you guys about what was it? Casper early on, which who could imagine that would happen? But I told you guys last year, these guys are saying they got millions of Casper, they're gonna be a millionaire by what do you say? Somebody said by January. Somebody said by summer, by June 2025, I'm going to be a multimillionaire. And I told you guys last summer, if a Black Swan event happens, Casper's not going to take off the way you think it is. They're like, no, you know what you're talking about. No, I mean, Casper's going to $20 by January. Casper's going to be like $50 by midsummer. Casper's going to take. I was like, okay. I was like, but I'm telling you guys, you can't count your eggs before they hatch. And I was telling them, be patient, right? Buy the dip and be patient because this takes a while. Look at Bitcoin took over 10 years to blow up, right? And I was telling people, you just got to be patient. Buy now while it's cheap or a dollar cost average in and wait. So what is that code? Buy the dip and hold. Boo. Zebec has a long way to go. You're right. Donaway. Good advice. Donaway, thank you. Small buys here and there. And definitely go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. What I'm telling you guys, Zebec is going to be something, right? And you're not going to buy in. You're going to FUD like the rest of these guys, and you're going to be really sad faced when it takes off, right? This is what I do. I'm here to provide people help in navigating the crypto market, and I'm not charging you guys an arm and a leg to join a Discord to rug pull you every month, right? I'm telling you because I was once in your position and I listened to people that didn't know what they were talking about or that were trying to set up for rug pulls, and I lost a lot of money. So at this point, um, I'm just trying to find stuff that you could be profitable with if you're not going to lose an arm and a leg, and these guys aren't manipulating, right? There's nobody in. I told you guys about Hoppy. Oh yeah, that's what Hoppy. It was like, get Hoppy. I was like, nobody even research Hoppy. What are you guys talking about Hoppy? So these influencers are telling you buy Hoppy, knowing they already bought in Hoppy. Then they told you guys to buy it, and they sold it, and they cast out on you guys buying it. And when you guys bought Hoppy, they disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks, Duran. Yeah, look, Turbo will bounce back, right? It just takes a matter of time. Anything that's first to market, like Turbo, first AI generated meme coin, this Zebec, the first in the payroll space for RWAs, they're gonna bounce back, right? There's too much behind it. Let's see what this guy. Let me watch this video real quick. Right on my mouth. Let's see what these guys talking about, and we'll come right back.
Percent crypto plays. I'm talking about ZBCN coin. I'm going to show you this video clip right here.
Let me increase the volume real quick. Trying to find the volume. Oh, here it is. I don't know why this guy's videos are so low. Like, bro.
It's going to be inside of my video with the ZBCN leadership saying that they've been in talks with Ripple and they've been working on some sort of partnership together on something that they're going to do. And he says that they are on Ripple's radar. Like, what are they working on? And then he goes on to say that the payroll space is like a $10 trillion space that they're in, that they're working on.
Yeah, is this the commercial? I mean, this is what is this guy? Crypto King, I think. Or somebody's playing it, but I do have the commercial on here. I think it's down further down. But I was gonna get that. Thanks for jumping the gun there, Bugatti. But yeah, I was gonna get to that. Let's play this video real quick and scroll on down to that commercial.
Getting involved with and getting market share of. So this is huge news. But my question is, comment below too. What do you think Ripple, that produced XRP, what do you think they're working on with ZBCN? What an amazing partnership. They must be coming up with something very exciting because Ripple is really all about cross-border payments. That's their thing. And ZBCN's about payroll. But they're both amazing coins. They both have 100 billion max supply of coins. They're both deflationary, right? They're both very fast. Interesting. Both have a team behind the coin. You have Zebec, Zebec, a powerful team that's behind ZBCN coin, supporting it. And you have Ripple behind XRP. Very interesting how these two coins align, isn't it? Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to play this video for you. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, add notifications, share it with a friend. We've seen Zebec go, our ZBCN coin go all the way up to 0.007 and pull back to 0.0045 now, right? Not that long ago, we were at 0.0025, I mean, like a month ago. So we're looking really good. We should have a pump here up to 0.009 very soon, guys. Hit like, subscribe, and watch this video.
Some people have been talking about ZBCN as like the next XRP and stuff like that. What does that kind of comparison mean to you before we then get into kind of like, adoption of Zebec and that utility?
Well, I mean, we've been hearing it more and more recently. I'd say at Zebec, we have a ton of respect for Ripple and XRP and what they built We've been in talks with them now for the past couple of weeks about a potential product that we're working on together, but we're definitely on their radar. And I'd say it's definitely a company that Zebec respects a lot. Now, the similarities between Zebec and XRP really come down to the markets that they're serving, right? Ripple, you can give a lot of the success to the size of the problem that they're trying to solve. So if they're tackling global remittance, alone that market is shy of $800 billion in US terms. Now, when you look at payroll, which is the problem that Zebec is trying to solve, the payroll market in the US alone in volume is north of 10 trillion. So both massive markets, which is why I believe that Ripple has been able to get to the size it has. And Zebec, I believe, is on a similar trajectory.
Okay, that kind of ended kind of quick, but shout out to Peter. This project is worthy of at least a small bag. And you are right. Woohoo. Let's celebrate, y'all. Patience, Bugatti. Patience. Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. ZBCN to the moon. Did you see it? Let me see. The U.S. regulatory framework will mimic the EU MICA regulations. Zebec will be MICA compliant, and it is a US-based blockchain company. Load the F up and never stop DCAing to Zebec. $1 Zebec is too low. $25 minimum 3 years. I hope you're right, my friend. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Zebec's network acquires Gate On, bringing native KYC, KYB, and AML directly to our infrastructure to enhance Zebec's AI existing real-time screening built to serve the evolving needs of both Web3 and traditional finance. MICA regulation, how the EU is shaping the future of crypto asset compliance. Article 62I, the EU regulation 2023-1114 of the European Parliament and the Council mandates the provision of the application CASP, internal control mechanisms and procedures to asset the management occurring money laundering crimes. Therefore, CASP requires effective AML screening solutions to mitigate financial crimes. So basically what they're saying is EU already has a provision in their regulatory framework to catch internal mechanisms to catch procedures to assets and managing occurring money laundering crimes. So basically, there are records in the journal entries that are looking for certain things. These are what are called controls. I worked in financial services for a pretty long time. There's controls inside of the processing at your favorite bank, in your favorite financial institution, credit union, credit card company, reporting company. They all check your journal entries. And in these entries, they are looking for certain patterns. I can't really tell you what the patterns are, right? But they're looking for certain patterns in buying and selling. And this is part of the regulation. And if EU is already getting the regulations and they're going to mimic the EU regulations, either these guys are very smart or very lucky. But Zebec is ahead of the curve if they're already working with the same framework the US will adopt. This project is going to billions, easily 10x. You're right, Peter. I'm thinking maybe 100x, but it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. This is us just talking among friends. Soon, Zebec, real soon, Zebec Army Crypto. This is what I was saying too. New advisors joining Zebec Network. So there is this guy, I've never heard of. This guy, this Daniel PhD, and this guy PhD. I'm not saying these guys are geniuses, but they're probably pretty smart. I'm just throwing that out there. Holding this puppy. Yes, Tony S. That would be smart. Continue to diamond hand. Look, I'm deep into Turbo and I'm deep into Zebec. So continue to diamond hand. And for Zebec, I'm going to keep DCing in it until it reaches whatever it's going to reach. Until it blows up or takes off, the Zebec's going to $100. I'm not saying that. I actually am saying that, but I'm not saying that because I don't want you guys to be like, BTM said Zebec's going to $100. Everybody buy it. I'm not saying that, but it's going to pump. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. This is us talking among friends, right? Until your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber starts selling Zebec t-shirts. Just hold and wait. So this is big shout out to our fellow community members and Patreon leaders, Rob, for the consistent work and coverage on the Zebec network. Thank you. So I think this is the commercial.
This is our commercial, guys. They're going to be running commercials. They're kicking it up a notch, my friends. Absolutely bullish. Marketing team is in full effect. Fantastic. Fantastic, guys. If this doesn't make you bullish, I don't know. Check your pulse, man. Check your pulse. Because literally running TV ads now, right? How many projects are doing that? Like I said before, guys, Zebec is not a crypto. It's not a project that theoretical. It's not a project that they're working on getting out to the public or working on developing. It's done. It's out there. Now they continue to grow and expand and get better. But their product is already out to market and is being utilized. It is being adopted. Their payroll service, credit cards, right? This stuff is already being used. This isn't a theory about something that they might be able to do down the road, like most crypto projects, right? So, I mean, they're running TV ads now, for crying out loud, right? We are well past the development stage in this project. And to kind of top things off, guys, Decent Wallet, once again, top swaps of the week, Zebec number 2, guys, right behind, right ahead of the USDT and USDC, even ahead of people swapping in and out of stable coins. Zebec is ahead of them, right? Number 1, XRP. So very, very bullish, guys.
I'm tripping. Okay. Okay. Just take a breath, guys. Relax, right? Just calm down. Just breathe in and breathe out, right? Take it easy, greasy. Okay. You guys are getting carried away over here. First off, as this guy said, was that this video? Which one did we just watch? Yeah, that was this guy. How many cryptos have commercials? These guys already have a full on commercial. And I'm trying to think. I don't think any crypto has a commercial. Not Ethereum, not Bitcoin, not XRP. I don't think anybody has a commercial. So first off, this is a first mover advantage again, right? I told you guys, keep an eye on the first mover advantages, right? Turbo was the first IA generated meme coin. Zebec is the first RW payroll, and now they're making commercials. This is going to run. I show Speed Life. You are right. Gonna be bigger than XRP. I think you're right, my friend. It's definitely not a meme coin because they don't even have a meme. Why does everybody keep talking about their meme coin? If they are a meme coin, where is the meme? Right? What's the meme? Right? Turbo is a toad. Flucky is, I don't know what that is. SHIB is a dog. Dodge is a dog. What is the meme? If it's a meme coin, anybody who acts or tells you it is a meme, ask them what is the meme. If they don't say it, just tell them to stop. You don't even know what you're talking about. $5 would put me at, okay, so like you got too many zeros. Either that's a million or that's 100,000. But either way, $5 is going to put me well past 100,000. I can guarantee that. But I don't like to tell. Actually, I generally don't tell people how much crypto you hold, just in case. I don't want them trying to hack my account or bring my account down, or I don't want somebody kidnapping me like they did this guy in, where was that? Overseas somewhere, and they held him until he gave him the, wow, $5 would have me nice. Like this guy had him in the thing, right? I wouldn't want someone to try to kidnap me and tie me up, right? So don't discuss how much crypto you have. Just keep that close to the chest, my friends. Let's go. People don't know how big this is. You're right, Tony. People don't even read, man. Nobody researches. Nobody even understands. A lot of these guys don't even know what they're buying. And they're telling you to buy big. Like a lot of these um content creators are just hopping from meme to meme. They're not even doing any research. They're not even looking at the project. They're looking at what other people are talking about, or they find something and they make videos on it. And worse, some of these guys are being paid by pump and dump scam artists, right? And they're in on it. Like I've talked to a few uh influencers that were trying to tell me about pump and dumps. I was like, I'm not in this for pump and dumps. I'm not even in it for money. I'm in it to help people out because I don't want people to lose out like they did on Bitcoin, like they did on Ethereum. And I actually sold my Ethereum early. I can tell you I had 50 Ethereum tokens back when they were under $100. I was actually mining Ethereum, right? And I sold them. I think it was at $50 a token, and use that to buy a house. So I didn't lose. But if I would have held that 50, let me see. If I would have let me see if we can pull this calculator up real quick. I'm actually texting somebody. What was that? 50 times, what is it? 2,500? Yeah, it'd be 125K. 100, yeah, 125K from tokens I mined, right? You're not bullish enough, really. No, I try to keep it cool. I don't want you guys to wig out. I don't want you guys to go crazy and like BTM was telling us to sell our kidneys to get Zebec and sell our car. Do not sell your kidneys or your car or remortgage your house. I'm kind of already on the hook. Somebody I was telling about Turbo said they took out a loan for 90K. Guys, these investments will change your life, but do not go past more than you can afford to lose. Do not take out $100,000 loans. Do not remortgage your house. Do not sell your car, bro. People DM me all kind of crazy stuff they're doing to buy crypto, which could pay off, but it could also not pay off. Zebec is different. I hope so. Deepak, my main man, what is up? What's going on, bro? I see a lot of your stuff on Twitter. Shout out to Deepa. I think the price for a kidney, I'm not telling you guys that. No, I've heard the price for kidneys are like 20 to 30,000 per kidney, give or take. I don't know. I'm very excited, right? But I can't get too excited because I've been in crypto for a while. I've been in crypto like at least 5 years. So I mean, this is cool, but not until something happens. I have hundreds of millions of KRC20 tokens, right? So this is one of several projects I'm in. I'm in turbo deep. I've been in turbo since last or the year before last. I'm in this. I'm in several plays. So I'm not fully in. I've been in XRP since XRP was like 10 cents. And I sold some XRP and I still have a pretty good amount of XRP. And I fell for one of those scams to send, what was it? It was like send 500 XRP and get 1,000 back. So just financial advice. Do not send any tokens on a token swap and think you're going to get twice what you sent. Just don't do it. And again, I'm here to help you guys, right? Warn you and keep you clear of a lot of the pitfalls. There is more scams in crypto than it is actual legitimate projects. So do your research and be very careful, right? Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Stop selling Zebec. Let me see what this guy.
Few percent gain. Zebec, stop selling Zebec. If you're investing in speculative assets and you're buying it under value, why on earth would you sell for a few percent gain? I would expect many hundreds of percent gains. If you know the word, concentrate on the value, not the price. Be the king at the table, not scratching around under it. Be an owner. Stop working against each other. Remember, it's not your job to make profit today. It's your job to acquire more assets for the future value when you need it. I want the asset I own to go down in price so then I can own more, only up in the future when I want it, when I need it. I'm here to support. Now support yourselves. This guy's predicting a $1 Zebec. Zebec, stop selling Zebec. If you're investing in speculative assets and you're buying it under value.
So again, you guys, everyone on this channel, all 105 of you tuning into this video, have the opportunity to be in something early. Short of a black swan event, this is going to make us a lot of money. It's not financial advice. I don't want to get demonetized or have freaking YouTube calling me in the middle of the night. But do your own research and due diligence. Oh, nice, my dude. Let me hold some. Bro, I'm still holding. That's what I'm saying. For crypto investing, a lot of investors think you're going to buy $100 worth of crypto and be a millionaire. It doesn't work that way. Even if you do buy $100 and become a millionaire, it's going to take years. And this is something I've just came to the realization about. This is a slow process. It does take off. It does make you more money than stocks, but it's slow, right? Nothing's going to come from, what is this at? 004? Where? Let me see. I need to recharge my mind. Yeah, so where we're at, 003. It's not going to come from 003 to $2, right? It's going to slowly go up. Coinbase investment arm has strategically invested in funding rounds for Zebec. I believe Coinbase Listing will uphold. Also supports the project. I think bullish. No, we're looking at some. Yeah, I got a video that talked about that. It's already on the Coinbase. Coinbase. I don't know what Facebook. Coinbase partner pages. So that means they're investing in it as a partner, and they're going to list it. I will never sell my Zebec. I believe strongly in this project and the direction it's heading. I will hold for 10 years, then retire. Oh, wow. You guys are crazy bullish. You guys are freaking maniacs over here. But no, I'm probably going to hold on to it for a long time as well. Zebec plus XRP plus FedNow, one clean system. Everyone talks about Ripple, XRP, and Circle, USDC, but Zebec might be the smart connector making real-time decisions for both. Think of it as plumbing, not flashy, but essential. And those are the stuff that makes money, right? The stuff that's there that nobody's thinking about that everyone uses, right?
What if blockchain isn't trying to replace the system?
Like I was looking at something. What was it? It was something weird. And this guy was saying they were making millions of dollars a month on something everyone uses, but nobody really thinks about.
but quietly helping it run better. Let's take Ripple. It's connected to Uphold, the digital exchange. Uphold, in turn, is linked to Cross River Bank. Now, Cross River has relationships with both Circle, who issues USDC, and Elon Musk's X Money project. At first glance, these connections seem unrelated, but if you trace the lines, they all lead to one key piece of infrastructure: Zebec. Zebec already powers real-time treasury management for Circle. Uphold has started showing support for ZBCN, Zebec's token, and most recently, Zebec confirmed they're working with XRP. Now think back to that FedNow demo. Cross River Bank was shown toggling between RTP and ACH payments. But how do they make that choice? It's not manual. They need a system that can evaluate factors like network speed, liquidity, and user needs on the fly. That's what Zebec AI is built for. Imagine it like air traffic control for money. Instead of routing planes, it routes transactions efficiently, seamlessly, and with precision. ZBCN isn't just a token you buy. It's the key that unlocks access to Zebec's core products, especially its treasury platform. Institutions can use it to manage funds across different chains, automate payroll, and streamline payments in real time. It's like autopilot for Web3 finance. And here's the kicker. Ripple doesn't need to compete with Zebec. Neither does Circle or Stellar. They can use it because Zebec isn't trying to be the spotlight. It's the infrastructure behind the scenes, connecting payment flows, not replacing them. Zebec doesn't make noise. It makes systems work smarter. Want more crypto videos? Check out my playlist. Remember, this post is brought to you by the Crypto Chrome. Like, follow, share, and repost this video if you believe that crypto is the future and the future is now.
So let me know what you guys think about that. I think that was actually a pretty cool video. So keeping it moving. This is, and I've never been able to catch these. I want to catch one of these AMAs live. There's a reason Uphold holds 35 million in Zebec. They know more to this Zebec journey than we are all on. Patience will pay off when it comes to a superior product like Zebec. And he's right. Guys got to be patient.
TN as like the next XRP and stuff like that. What does that kind of comparison mean to you before we then get into kind of like, adoption of Zebec and that utility?
Well, I mean,
Bugatti, here you go. No, don't sell your Actually, I don't know how much your motorcycle's worth. But no, don't sell your motorcycle to buy Zebec. Once you get a bag, or even if you don't have a bag, buy what you can, right? Please understand, do not buy more than you can afford to lose. I've lost more money in crypto than I've made money. And I've made a pretty good amount of crypto, enough to buy a house. So it's very profitable, but don't put your life savings. I know people that are investing their life savings into crypto. I would advise against that, right? Buy what you can and do not overspend to get into crypto. I don't want you guys homeless saying BTM told me to sell my kidneys to get in a bag, and now I don't have any kidneys, right?
and we've been hearing it more and more recently. I'd say at Zebec, we have a ton of respect for Ripple and XRP and what they've built. We've been in talks with them now for the past couple of weeks about a potential product that we're working on together, but we're definitely on their radar. And I'd say it's definitely a company that Zebec respects a lot. Now, the similarities between Zebec and XRP really come down to the markets that they're serving, right? Ripple, you can give a lot of the success to the size of the problem that they're trying to solve. So if they're tackling global remittance, alone that market is shy of $800 billion in US terms. Now, when you look at payroll, which is the problem that Zebec is trying to solve, the payroll market in the US alone in volume is north of 10 trillion. So both massive markets, which is why I believe that Ripple has been able to get to the size it has. And Zebec, I believe, is on a similar trajectory.
So moving forward, once we get stable coin regulation, every major corporation in the US will switch their payroll to this payroll in the US. Yes, they just mentioned that earlier. Clay, let's freaking go. US. What up, Clay, shout out to Clay. Moving forward, wow. No cap, just found out this is a Solana token. You didn't know that? Bro, we got cats in the chat mirroring Zebec like they did with Casper. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Told you guys last year, be careful with whatever you buy because anything can happen, right? It could be a black swan event. It could be something crazy. You never know with crypto, guys. So don't go all in. Again, implore you guys to diversify. Get into multiple projects after doing some research and understand what you hold. I honestly suspect uh, Zebec will take off and either XRP will buy it or Ethereum will buy them or Bitcoin will partnership with them. But I do think the way it's running, they will merge with somebody. They're not going to just be out on their own. Somebody will buy them, right? Or somebody will partner with them, which helps us either way it go, right? Either if it gets bought up or partnered, or if anything happens, we, the people that are in early, will be in a good position. Smart agents are taking over. Join us for spaces featuring some of our AI partners working on smart agents and Web3. We're gonna we be going over their roadmap and how payments can be integrated within AI agents and crypto. So I guess this is soon. Wednesday, which is tomorrow at 11 Eastern, which is 10 Central time. I might tune into this. Actually, Zebec's Ecosystem Spaces AI Edition. I'm definitely probably tuning. Where's the thing at though? It's weird. Generally with spaces, you get the there we go. Set reminders. I'm definitely tuning into this tomorrow at 10 o'clock or after 10 o'clock. So this is Listen Up, Zebec CEO Simon something says that they have been in partnership talks with Ripple for the past 3 weeks about a product they are working on together. What? It's solving a $10 trillion payroll problem in the US. Pay close attention.
ZBCN as like the next XRP and stuff like that. What does kind of comparison mean to you before we then get into kind of like, adoption of Zebec and that utility?
Well, I mean, we've been hearing it more and more recently. I'd say at Zebec, we have a ton of respect for Ripple and XRP and what they've built. We've been in talks with them now for the past couple of weeks about a potential product that we're working on together, but we're definitely on their radar. And I'd say it's definitely a company that Zebec respects a lot. Now, the similarities between Zebec and XRP really come down to the markets that they're serving, right? Ripple, you can give a lot of the success to the size of the problem that they're trying to solve. So if they're tackling global remittance, alone that market is shy of $800 billion in US terms. Now, when you look at payroll, which is the problem that Zebec is trying to solve, the payroll market in the US alone in volume is north of 10 trillion. So both massive markets, which is why I believe that Ripple has been able to get to the size it has. And Zebec, I believe, is on a similar trajectory.
So people have been talking about ZBC.
I think Zebec is right on the heels of XRP. I was fortunate to find Zebec December 2025. How did you find it in December 25? I was slowly starting DCA in February this year and haven't been more bullish on any project like I am with Zebec. This is a gem. You are right, Soar. And I did get in earlier. Actually, I got in last year. It used to be ZBC. Somebody told me to buy ZBC, and they had a 1-to-10 swap. So if you had one ZBIC, they gave you 10 ZBCN. So I had some, I think 5,000 was turned into 50,000 or something. But since then, I've been buying like crazy. and I've been selling some of my other cryptos. I'm pretty much down to just a few altcoins and a mess load of KRC20 tokens. So if I can find anything else to sell, I'm selling it to buy more Zebec. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Do not sell your house or your car or your kidneys to buy into crypto. Be patient. What up, crypto fam? Yes, don't over leverage yourself. Only you know what you can afford. I put $5 an hour into crypto. $5 an hour? If market isn't juicy for buying, I save $200 a week and buy dips. Yeah, no, you're right. I generally I use crypto like I use a stock market. That's kind of my account. So the money I save, I put into the market. So if it pops, I can sell it and use it as a bank account, right? Savings account. I need money, I can take it out. If I don't need money, I just keep saving. But it's like my savings account instead of actually putting in the bank, because I think the bank only gives you 2%. And stock market, I get like 10%, give or take. Crypto, I'm getting 20 to 30%. So it's just like to me, it's just like a bank account or savings account or a money market account, which I can have access to. You could see Trump push to switch the government payroll to Zebec. IOM, American company, immigrant CEO founder, already partnered with the largest money movers in the world. Chances go away. Could you see Trump push to switch in government? Heck yeah. And then try to figure out a way to buy Zebec or to get a company to acquire it. Man, these guys are all about the money. I don't think everybody really realizes that. These guys don't care nothing but about the money. And there's no sound here. Interesting. Me, when Zebec finally hits the well-deserved pump to $1. I know that's right. Collectively, I don't know. You guys and these names. ZBC breaking news, major TV commercial this summer. 100x incoming for Zebec. I should have put that on the what is that? The thumbnail. Everybody knows about the commercial, but me, I suspect.
Now, what crypto coin do you know that has a TV commercial? How exciting is this, guys? This is major bullish news. And in the commercial that I have in this video, you'll be able to watch it here in a second. They talk about payroll by the second. They call it real time, which is by the second. Imagine you get paid by your employer by the second instead of having to wait every 2 weeks. You have your wallet set up through Phantom or whatever wallet that they're partnering with. I know Phantom's one of them, but you have your wallet set up and they're transferring crypto real time or USDC, which they partnered with, which is a stablecoin, real time right into your account. And who knows what they're going to use? They might have ZBCN going directly into your account. And they already have their own debit cards with ZBCN coin, guys, already as of right now today. So they're really making some moves, guys. They're in the news like almost every day now. And watch my video from last night where I give you proof that they're in talks with Ripple, the producers of XRP, on some sort of partnership. It's going to be very exciting. Make sure you watch that video in my channel. All right, guys? Stocks and Crypto Plays here on YouTube. All right, hit like, subscribe, add notifications, share the video with a friend. Comment below. What do you think about it all? The commercial will play right now.
Life's best moments, they're now or never. Unscripted, unforgettable. They don't wait for later, but often your earned money does. Trapped by traditional pay cycles. That delay, it's more than inconvenient. It's a memory that didn't happen. It's time to change that. With Zebec, stream your earnings in real time. Your money in your account as you earn it, instantly, so you can live life unpaused. Say yes to today. Be there for what truly matters right now. Zebec Real-Time Pay for real life in real time.
Okay, guys, I might be ultra bullish now. That is a legit commercial. That's not no BS. That's not no quick flick commercial. That is a real commercial, right? These guys are somebody took some time and made the commercial and are going to market this like a bad boy over the summer, probably.
Life's best moments, they're now or never. Unscripted.
I low key need to have these guys make me a dang commercial. Uh if Zebec partners with Ripple, Crypto Clay knows. What up, Crypto Clay? You got a YouTube channel or something? Everybody knows you, and I've been trying to find where are you, right? Are you on YouTube or Twitter or something? I don't know. BTM 100%, House Balls in the house. Mickle Mafia boy, baby. Okay. Yeah, I mean $5 an hour out of my paycheck. Oh yeah, you know, you're right. If you can, okay. So level 1 is save some money somewhere. Level 2 is invest it somewhere, right? Make money your slave, right? Slave out your money. Put your money to work for you while it makes money for you while you sleep. The secret to being rich is people that are wealthy put their money to work. They make money their slave versus everyone else slaves for money. And that's not how you get rich, right? Anybody telling you putting your money in a savings account is going to make you rich does not know what they're talking about. Anybody tell you to save it under your mattress does not know what they're talking about. You have to invest your money in something to make yields on your return. You have to invest it. When you invest money, it is working for you even while you sleep, right? Somebody told me that a long time ago. If you want to get wealthy or if you want to make money, you have to have your money working for you while you're asleep. You have to invest in something. You have to have a way for your money to increase. Putting it under your mattress is not going to make you any money. Putting it in a bank that is taking most of your money is not going to help you. It's going to make the bank rich. Investing in crypto that makes money can help you. Investing in um, real estate, which is one of the biggest ways to get rich, is making you money because your real estate gains value over time. Might not now because the market's slowing down, but generally, your investment in your real estate will make you money. I was talking to a guy over the weekend, and he said a friend of his bought a house. Actually, somebody he knew. We'll put it that way. Somebody he knew bought a house, 200K in the Palisades. Currently, the house is worth 1.2K in about 30 years. So it went from 200K to 1.2K. And if you've been following the news, the Palisades burned down. His property, the square block that the house is on, is worth more than the house was. Currently, the guy's in negotiation between 5 to 6 million for just the property that his house was sitting on. There's no house even there. So you use your money to invest in things. And when you invest, your money increases in an asset and you became value through the asset. A car is not actually an asset, it's a liability because it loses value. A house or something of a large purchase, a tenement building, something along those lines increase in value over time. Investing in the stock market yields you, I think, 7% over a 10-year period, right? Maybe 10% or more. Investing in index funds also yields you. And investing in stocks also makes you money. I mean, crypto, if you get the right crypto. You got to be careful because there's a lot of crypto that don't even do anything. And I'll talk all the way through. I was going to actually look at some stuff. Buy slowly by DCing with what you are losing to loss. Zebec is a long-term hold. It's a gem. You are right, sir. Invest slowly, right? Don't spend all your time. Oh my, you guys are freaking blowing the chat up over here. No channel, no X. I love the project and the direction it's heading. You are right. Just a simple weather out here trying to sharpen thy sword and spread crypto word. Well, thank you, sir, for helping us evangelize crypto, because I'm just trying to help people not lose their life savings or their t-shirt and crypto on very bad business, right? Know what you're investing in and know what you hold. So this is, I sold, what? Wait, hold on. Wait. I sold my motto, my Benz back in 2017. Best thing ever. COVID unemployment, 20K bought me XRP. Best thing I ever done. I mean, again, for you and your position, you know what you can do and hold. And L2 design. Sold my moto. Oh, your Benz is a motorcycle, I guess. But anyway, just don't over leverage yourself. Like somebody said, don't go too deep into anything and lose everything, right? Be smart. I was saying chances go up. What? I was saying the chance go up of Trump using Zebec. If if Ripple buys them, Ripple and tight with the boss man. No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. This guy, we'll say Taco, is involved in anything that makes money. So far, he's made $1 billion a month in crypto. Do you honestly think this guy's not going to jump all over Zebec once he hears about what Zebec does, especially with payroll? If you haven't been kind of keeping track, I'm not saying to stay on top of the news, but I don't really watch the news. But I read the news on MSNBC, right? And a lot of the things they're doing, they're trying to save the government money. Do you have any idea what kind of streaming payroll would save any business, much less the government? If you're streaming the payroll, that means people get paid constantly. So there's not going to be a lot of issues with payroll or back checks or reissuing checks or people complaining. So if people are not complaining, the thing you don't see, if people are not watching their check every 2 weeks, they're going to keep working, right? If I had money from my check always coming through, I don't even care what, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about the check. So I'm going to focus on work. If I don't have to think about when checks are coming and what I'm getting paid, if you guys are constantly streaming money and my bills are being paid, I wouldn't care, right? I'm just going to put my head down and keep working, especially if I know the money's there, right? I don't have to worry about bills. The bills roll in, the checks. It's probably, if this does what they say it can do, it'll probably eliminate a whole lot of problems with payroll, and it will put predatory lenders out of business. So this would be a monumental step forward in finance and financial services. And if you find a way to stream payroll, they're going to find a way to use it for other things, right? They're not going to just do payroll. They're going to probably do it in checks, probably do it in mortgages, car payments. They're going to be all kind of crazy use for this, right? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your main man up with a super chat. I'm begging you guys. I'm just trying to keep the lights on here on BTM Crypto News Network, right? Just a couple of pennies, please, sir. More, sir. Just a penny or two. Actually, I don't even know if the dang super chat's even working, right? I hadn't even seen a super chat in months. If the super chat was off, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because I'm never even using it, right? Nobody's even sending me super chats anymore. And we've been talking so much, I didn't even get to. Currently, Zebec has 74,424 holders. And check this out. Last 4 hours, 18. Last 12 hours is down 123. Last day is down 555. 3 days is down 1,293. 7 days is up 95. 14 days, it is up 11,852. Show me another crypto that's doing these kind of numbers. It's doing so much numbers, they don't even show us the 30-day number anymore. And it used to be here, and the 30-day number was close to 30,000 holders in 30,000 holders in the last 30 days. Roughly, let me see if I'm doing the math right. Roughly, these guys are picking up 1,000 holders every freaking day. I don't know if you guys are doing the math there, but nobody in crypto is doing this kind of volume. Not XRP, not Bitcoin, and not Solana or Ethereum. And just think about it. With this kind of volume, right? In the last 14 days, 11,000. Do you think people are not seeing this? I mean, like the people in crypto and the deep investors and the whales. I'm not saying the regular person that doesn't know what Bitcoin is. I'm talking about actual holders. I found December 24th, started buying 2025. I have a bag and I'm good with what I have. I got a bag and I'm going to continue to DCA in. I've been selling a lot of my Solana tokens and buying this. And I might start selling my meme tokens and buying it. But I'm definitely going to put up as much as possible before this Coinbase announcement comes out, or if the Riftle partnership comes out. Hey, yeah, L2 got a buddy that did the same thing with XRP. Now he's a millionaire, bro. I know people that did that with Ethereum. I know a guy that bought Ethereum before it was in the hundreds of dollars. This guy had staked 2 million Ethereum. And the worst part is the staking company he went with disappeared. They went out of business or something. But this guy had 2 million Ethereum. 2 million Ethereum now would be worth, let me see. This guy would be crazy rich, right? 2 million times 2,500 just for the joke. What is that? 5 million? Let's see. 5 billion? Is that a billion? Let's see. Hundreds, thousand, million. Yeah, a fool's 2 million Ethereum would have been worth 5 billion now. I'm just saying, bro, the money is here. Just be patient and go slow. Don't put your whole life savings in anything until you know what you're investing in. Can I buy a new? I can buy a new Ducati later. Definitely. You could buy several Ducatis later. L2. Look hot tui. Taco. Halls bless that elk. What are you guys talking about? Thanks for the super chat. L2 design. He fed my family and toasted delicious. I only eat meat that I have harvested myself with my bow. Oh wow. A real survival. Uber will use Zebec, mark my words. Still got a bunch of meat in the freezer about four. Bro, you're set. 400 pounds of meat? That's what I'm talking about. They all will. Dang, 550 pounds is a moto. What does a moto mean? You guys keep talking about, what are you talking about? I haven't bought red meat from a store. Wow. Bro, I'm coming to your house. I'm bringing a grill, bro. Thanks, L2. Work, it works, boss. Yeah, we got a filthy rich cousin. Yeah, we're gonna be filthy rich cousin. Halls, just make sure you deworm. Definitely, Zebec is gonna bring us wife changing. Here y'all go with the wife changing money again. Try not to get us killed before we get rich, okay? Zebec is going to bring us. Are you guys going with the wife changing money thing, man? Man, why don't you put that 6 times? You got 6 wives or something, bro? Yo, we all get rich. We should charter a cruise to where? Essential Mecca? Okay, we can do that. Crypto probability. L2 and I are talking about my profile pic. Moto. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Uh, I got the Tiger home come up to Washington. Okay, Tanger. Okay, yeah, I can definitely shoot up there. Wife changing. Right, bro. Right. Stop with the wife changing, man. Quant. What is this guy talking? Are you serious? Uh, Lasando is spit. Okay. I'm not even sure what you guys are talking about. Where's everybody from? Just put it in chat because I'm utterly confused what's going on here. So on the 5-minute chart, looks like the RSI is in the 50s. RSI based moving average is flat on the 5-minute. On the 15-minute chart, looks like we got a couple green candles. RSI is flat. RSI based moving average is flat as well. We are getting volume candles and had a MACD cross. So the pump might be starting, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, payroll specialist and IT folks. I just had to throw that in there. Looks like on the 45-minute chart, got a couple of green candles. RSI is flat at 46. Relative based RSI is flat as well. Got a couple of green candles and a MACD cross on the 45-minute. On the 1 hour, got a couple of green candles, a MACD cross. RSI looks like it's coming up slightly, and base moving RSI is also flat. On the 4-hour chart, got a green candle and a red candle. We've been losing volume on the 4-hour. RSI is coming down. RSI came up, and the base moving RSI is also flat, which is a good sign. Things are holding. You can see here on the day chart, got a couple of red, green, red, green, red, green, which is forming a pattern, which means things are probably going to pump up soon. We're back at the support, the 003. So if we can hold support, what is that? We can hold support above the 002. I think we're going to hit bounce hard for this Father's Day weekend. You see RSI is coming down to 48. RSI based moving average is 62, and we've been losing volume for the past couple of days. Currently, we're at 003, and that's what I was telling you about. I got in Zebec when it was ZBC, and they rebranded to ZBCN, where you got a 1 to 10 token, where you send it to this website, and they sent you back 10 tokens per 1 token. And I was actually very nervous about doing it, but it actually worked out. You can see here in the last 30 days, VBEC is up 116%. Last 90 days, 312.2%. And for the year, up 124.1. Last 10 days, 7 days, we're down 10.8%. 8 days, 8.3, and for the year, down 36. This is CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap says down 8.4 on the day. Market cap is down 8.4. 24-hour trading volume is actually up 41% though, to 49.5 million. Thank you, Halls Balls, for the super chat. So this is weak hands will get wrecked. Only discipline survive the storm. volatility isn't a threat, it is a test. And you got a diamond hand, guys. I've been saying that. You got to hold. Can't get scared now, bro. And plus, like I tell everybody, just hold on. I'm already in it now. Why would I freaking dump it when it's down, right? I tell everybody, I never sell on red. I don't care how red it gets. At some point, it's going to come back up. And when it does, I'm going to be there to reap the benefits. Why would I sell when things are down, right? So let's see. Uh, where are we? Power drink bullish on Zebec. Ignite your inner blaze. Zebec fuels the fire within. Let's freaking go. Zebec. After the dip, Zebec is still over 130% in the past month. Talking about volatility. It does make a lot of sense though. If it dipped and it's still up, that means the dip wasn't that steep. If they are planning on broadcasting this commercial this summer, that means Zebec app will be coming out as well. You'd be a fool to sell your Zebec right now. This app will replace Chime and other apps like it. Many people will want it to get paid. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is the best thing since sliced bread. These guys are talking about streaming paychecks. I don't know where it is in the UK, but streaming paychecks in the US will freaking cause a pandemonium. People are going to flock to this site like they are giving away gold bricks. Even if you're not making a lot of money, streaming the little money you make would be leaps and bounds from where you're at, bro. If you can stream a check, you'll be able to pay things a lot quicker. You won't have to deal with these predatory clowns or that paycheck, and you won't be using check cash in places, which I never understood anyway. I'd rather deposit my check than go to a payroll cash place and wait, right? Just deposit it. I know my money will be there versus having to go to the liquor store, bro. No, man, this is a gym, guys. If you people are panic selling, this is your problem. I have 3 million tokens and not sold. Okay. I don't know. Oh, so one, this is the long run play. I like that actually. I like this one actually. This guy and the drink. I need to research this drink. Man, this is good. Well, let's see here. Continuing down the line. Zebec is on fire. The price is surging fast. A massive gain fueled by strong market momentum. Exciting developments like Uphold backing the potential Ripple partnership. Now that it's time to hold on for dear life tight. This token is showing serious potential for explosive growth. Don't miss out. Do your research and join the Zebec wave. That's actually good news there. Zebec is strictly for the adult investor that has completed copious amounts of do your own research and know beyond a shadow of a doubt, pun intended, sorry, pun intended, that we are sitting on a gold mine of epic proportions. Keep the faith and hold. Shout out to this. Let me follow this guy. Freaking this radio head. I think it was radio. I am following this guy. But yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. Just an FYI there. Count on me if we have over 75,000 holders and we've got 75,000 experts cracking up, including myself, of how much you think that we know where this is going. One thing for sure, one of the best projects in crypto, I'm not selling, can't make me. You dang right, brother. Okay, let's get back to this. I've been out of my mouth. What's going on in the chat? Tanger wood pellet smoker. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got a wood pellet smoker. I got a what is that? It's not Tanger. What is that? Dang it. If I wasn't trying to say it, I would be able to be talking about this all night. Uh, Dang it. Let me see. What was this? Got it from Lowe's. What is that? If I wasn't looking for it, I could have told you right off the bat. What is this? Dang it. Well, I could run out here and look real quick, but I don't want to get up. What is this? Not Black's Pit Boss. Yeah, I got a Pit Boss. I got a Pit Boss pellet grill. So I definitely understand the pellet. San Diego boss. Washington State. I actually worked for the WashDOT, Washington State Department of Transportation back in my younger days. Doing consultant. I can tell you what the consulting's for because you guys will get probably angry. New York area, New Jersey got a decent Zebec bag. Okay, Trent. Way north of Seattle. Yeah, we're actually in Seattle. So if you're north of Seattle, you're almost in Canada, or you are in Canada. Cabo San Lucas will be better, hire Def Leppard, and have a concert in San Diego. Yes, I love Cabo. The ocean, um, stayed at a Ryu, resort. It was nice. Oh my God, it was nice. Oh my God, I would want to live there. If it was possible to buy a resort, I would live there, right? Food and drinks all day, every day, I would live there. If they had a school in the resort, we would live there. For the homie and the cause, thanks for the time and efforts, brother. No problem, House Boss, and appreciate your super chat. Yes. HR people will be crying. Yeah, HR would be living the life. What do you mean crying? They'd be living the life. They don't have to worry about payroll no more. The payroll team would probably be sick as hell, but everybody else would be living it up. I'm holding to 2040. Hopefully, I'm living off DeFi by then and never have to sell. You're right. I would have a whole list of places to live, and I would just be having this hailed the rainy days. Yeah, ADP's has a lot of issues and glitches in the system and a lot of weird stuff with their payroll. Nice bike, L2, get it, girl. Rocket stove. I'm from California, my boy. Let's go. Okay, Bugatti. Where you at, BTM Rocket Stores is the shit. Dallas, Texas, baby. Big D. No pun intended there. But yeah, the big dangerous, we'll put it that way, because you might, if you don't have some ZBEC, then you need to get out of crypto. You right there, Big Duke. 100% on that. So I guess we're finally caught up. I was trying to see what this picture is. Uh, Pause balls. Oh, okay. So you are hunting the elk or a deer? It's an elk. Yeah, no, I know some guys here that hunt deer and make deer jerky. Oh my God, that stuff's so good. That's way better than beef jerky. But I don't work there anymore. But I need to hit this guy up, see if he has some deer jerky or venison. That's actually pretty good. But let me see. I guess let's get back to it. What time is it? Oh wow! Oh wow! It's almost 5 o'clock. What the freak? That was definitely more. How is it almost 5 o'clock? But we started at 4. No, no. It's been running 2 months because we are. I guess that means I have to get some Z-Back. I would say so, Pip. Definitely get Z-Back. I was gonna play some videos, but let's see if we got a short video here. Let's see what this guy. No, no. Money and me. See what this guy's talking about. It has 15,000 views.
The network, the token, and what that means for you and your investments. So you know how I am. I like to talk about things that are actual application and real world use case. And this network and token meet the bill. Okay. This is really cool. So many of you might remember Coil. This was an early project for Ripple where they actually streamed payments when you were on a website. You were able to, as you participated on the website, send small micropayments from your wallet to the creator or the content creator or the media creator there on the website. They would receive those real time as you were using that for entertainment, for education, or whatever you were participating in. You would be making those payments real time. So down to the second, you'd be sending, microtransactions, thousands of a penny, whatever it was. That's basically what Zebec does. And the promise of this protocol is pretty interesting. It's really robust for many applications that a lot of people are excited about. Payroll in particular. So right now, you get paid every couple weeks. And normally it's a 2-week delay that your employer has, a kind of setback for you. You get paid, maybe there's a week delay, maybe they have some different delays in there. There's some frictions that exist. But imagine if you went to work, you clocked in, and as soon as you clocked in up to the next minute, you got paid. There was a payment stream coming from that employer's wallet directly to yours. And this could happen across the entire economy. Money and value could flow like water between counterparties. It could actually be currency that we talk about. So you'd be able to get paid up to the second almost for the work, or pay other people up to the second for what you were consuming. You wouldn't have these subscriptions that we have today. I think that this is a huge application for platforms like Hulu or Netflix. I don't know if they'll move to this model because I don't know if it will be quite as profitable for them because they're getting the money up front. Businesses always want the cash up front and then deliver later. Tends to be a better play for them. However, I think over time, this is where all of these platforms go. You're going to be paying for what you use, basically. And there might be a platform fee that you pay. And then once you meet the minimum of that, kind of like a retainer with an attorney, you would continue to pay, but you'd stream the payment or the cost real time in addition to that initial retainer or whatever you paid at the beginning of the month. I think that that's probably a more likely scenario for how this will play out. So it'd be some type of platform fee or something else for the use or the initial onboarding of something, unless, they're marketing to you. And maybe that's how it'll work out. If you retain your own data and you don't want it shared or to be marketed to, then maybe you pay a fee, or maybe they stream you payments because they're able to get your data real time and share that with marketers who can then market their things to you. Again, back to the payroll. That's kind of the propagated use case for this, which is pretty interesting. Zebec is on Solana and also on Ethereum, or EVM-based networks. They're able to stream those payments real time to your wallet. And as digital wallets are adopted, we've already seen some of that by banks and institutions here. Your bank account has been converted over to a digital wallet if you are with one of the larger banks. Credit unions have been a little delayed in making that jump for most of them. But I do think that with time, that's pretty much where it's going. You've got a Google wallet, you've got an Apple wallet. Most people do if you have accounts on either one of those platforms or with an Apple device. Even Android has Apple Pay. It's going to be a very different world 5 years from now in how value moves. And I think Zebec could definitely play a role in that with the protocol and smart contracts that they have that are Solidity and Python based in order to be able to orchestrate the streaming of real-time payments between counterparties based on the value that's being exchanged. So what does that mean for the token? What does it mean for your investment? We've already seen a pretty big run up here in Zebec. Not that it couldn't continue. And there is real world use case and adoption potentially for this network. There are some competitors out there, but it seems that they kind of set themselves apart from the pack. And similar to, Stronghold, I think that there is a potential that an acquisition could be made by a large enterprise for this type of corporation. Obviously, these smart contracts are decentralized, and they would just be adopting open source technology to be able to implement this. And that's where the real value is. If you saw multiple providers, all of these streaming platforms adopt this technology or protocol, and locking up Zebec and staking it, that restricts the supply. And obviously, with supply and demand economics, you could see a pretty big run up in the token here. Many other people like Zach Rector think that it's going to go to 10 cents, which I think is also fairly realistic based on the use case and the application over a reasonable time frame, right? Again, you need the actual adoption of this in a utility-driven way for that supply-demand dynamic to play out. There are many other opportunities with these networks and protocols. Hash is another one that we've looked at for provenance. DAG is another one that we're talking to with Ben Jorgensen. And needless to say, there are a lot of things out there beyond just the payments side of things, which is where all my money is. Just candidly, I'm not invested in Zebec, so this is not me advocating for Zebec. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Always consult with your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. I have to put the disclaimer in there, but I think that there is an opportunity here. It's a very interesting technology. It's kind of a first mover, and it does seem to have traction. So with that, I do think that there is potential here for price appreciation and a really cool change in the way that value is streamed and moved between counterparties. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is it going to be Zebec? Is it going to be something else? Is Ripple going to come out with a competitor, or Hyperledger, or Stellar? It's yet to be seen. Is there another enterprise that's going to come onto the market and compete with Zebec? Or is everybody just going to choose to standardize with one protocol and go all in on this one? It's yet to be seen. I don't have the crystal ball either. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and super chat. And I guess we'll be back tomorrow when Zebec starts to run up. But let me know what you guys think about the comments. And definitely like, share, and subscribe the video and keep the flow going. Let's check the price real quick. That's on the day chart. We're still red. Go to the 5-minute chart. It appears to be flat on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. But thanks for like, sharing, and subscribing and super chats. Remember, let's get back to the money guy. We got a lot of information here. Got deer jerky and elf jerky in the freezer. Well, feel free to send it on down, Hallsbach. It's Jake. Got elk summer sausage and pepper. Wow. That's nice. Pepperoni snack sticks too. Oh my man. If Jake is talking about it, we have arrived. Most gardeners do not have a bank. They have their check cashed for a fee. I know. And a check cash fee is crazy. And Mickey works for Jake. Mickey is the first influencer I started listening to and had formed a pretty large following. We call themselves the Mickey Mafia. Oh, wow. Really? Well, shout out to Mickey and Jake in Hall's balls. Yeah, Pep, get it now. 003, 1K, 3K is 1 million Zebec. Yum Mickey. L2 knows her. Get it, Pip. Definitely, Pip. I told you freaking months ago, get it. It took 3K XRP for 1 million Zebec. I took 3K XRP for 1 million Zebec. You guys, I'm trying to get over the million club since everybody's over in a million. I aped on Zebec at 009. Oh man, lucky. How much would ACDC cost to get? Huh? ACDC probably wouldn't be that expensive. I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, I would definitely rock out with ACDC. I was looking at something yesterday, and I think ACDC had one of the top 5 selling albums of all time, which was crazy. So my XPX today, so we'll have to look at Zebec. Hell yeah, L2, don't trade or sell crypto, I'll buy more. That is me though. I just don't get my behind wrecked, so I stay in my lane. But yeah, thanks guys for joining. Thanks for the super chats. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. BTM out.